Amen. And with all the schooling and all the help and assistance and the spirit that we have, we've increased that a great deal. And I'm thankful to the Lord right now that I can get up here and visit and be a part of this right now with you out here. This forum was put together by several of us in here because we wanted to hear, here in Norman, we wanted to hear without traveling to Lawton or to Tulsa or wherever, we wanted to bring the people here and hear what they had to say about our tribe and what they were all about in terms of running for office. Yeah, good. I remind me of that guy on the Big Bang Theory. You can't talk to everyone. You need to turn off your cell phones, by the way. All of you that have cell phones, you can turn it off. We don't have internet right now, so we're having a little issue with our computers here, getting them going. That was going to be our timer, but we got things pretty well in hand. I want to welcome all of you. And I think before we go into the ground rules right now, I think we'll do what it comes naturally to a lot of us in terms of the 60s and 50s and before that. We were taught well by our parents and our grandparents and how to do it. I think I learned it as the Kiowa way. And I'm going to emphasize that tonight to all of us that are Kiowa people. We're going to try as hard as we can to apply the Kiowa way to what we do tonight. And it always begins with respect for one another. And we're going to show that respect tonight the way we have planned. And I'm going to ask that we open up our session here with the song first, and then we'll have our prayer. But I'd like to ask Jacob Sotai and Dos Hatchet to lead us in the Kiowa hymn, and ask that when we're all finished there, we remain standing. Let Ruth give our prayer, one of our elder ladies, to give our prayer for us, if you don't mind. So in our Kiowa way and Kiowa spirit, let's all stand. And Jacob, you and Dos, lead us in a good hymn here.
Hey! Aho, Uncle Thor, dog e, dog dai, beg dog e, kakom dog dai and dog. They own they hate dog. Gọi cả con bỏ hết đó get things ở đó don't tie cái đó để hết tôi thôi am tê đồ đó they own they a son Norman cái đó để thon tie cái để hôn tie cái đó để đó ta đồ để cùng nó tie cái để son dog he be with us this evening the women and men who are candidates for to be on our tribal council, our KBS. Pray that you would bless them, and as they speak to us, they don't get high, get dog. I'm going to tell you dog. I hope they own it dog. Pray that you would bless each person here, Lord. Let us be respectful, Lord. They get on the dog. Eight all halta. Don't get dog. I hold the unknown, my dog. Kid, I get all of you go, they dog, get dog. They go, dog. Porque mo oi be don't take it all de don am pedo and dotado de go and get town but I hold the pray that we'll be respectful to these candidates, Lord. Let us treat them with respect as we were taught by our elders. They own they thought pedo thought I got they get on the thought I hold thought.
Maybe see. Thank you very much. I'm going to go over the ground rules here for you. I am not a mediator. I am a facilitator. I'm also not a moderator, but foremost, I am not the mediator. We're having a lesson right now for some of our young people in tribal civics. And the word civility prevails with that concept, civics. So we're going to be very civil people. We always have been in terms of back in the home times. That's all I remember, doing church itself, doing appeal, being a Christian or appeal, being just visiting with one another. So we're here to visit with these people here. Let them visit with us. We know who they are, probably. Most of us do as far as relatives are concerned. So I want to emphasize that to you some more. We always start with a lot of humor. Living here in Norman has been a very different experience than living in Carnegie, Oklahoma around Saddle Mountain. Very different, very different. Microphones are a friend. A lot of times it's Kiowa people who do a lot of this. So I recall some of the episodes we had here in Norman with some of these people, trying to get them to laugh a little bit, and it was difficult because I was thinking more Kiowa than I was white. It didn't work. I had a lady one time that kept on calling me and asking me, when we're going to meet, when we're going to do this, when we're going to do that. Big old symposium on this campus out here. When we're going to do that? 2 weeks in a row, every day. When we're going to do that? So I barely listened to her. When we got up there ready to do our symposium, I said, I got to recognize this young lady for the work that she's done. She's such a tenacious person. She has so much vigor, so much blah, blah, blah. I'm going to give her a name. I'm going to give her a name. I said, I'm going to give her a name like old folks used to do a long time ago. I'm going to call her Mary Three Horses. Mary Three Horses. Made a mistake, big mistake, and we all make it. Mary Three Horses. Then I had the audacity to say nag, nag, nag. They got mad at me and took the microphone away. Never been back. I said, well, that's good old Indian humor. Then I said, well, maybe it's not. This is Norman, Oklahoma, not Carnegie, not Saddle Mountain. With all due respect, So chill out, okay? Chill out. If you get a little bit serious, that's fine too. But respect is a chemo thing. Ground rules. We have little adjustments to make because the sign-in sheet was for the candidates so that I could introduce them each as they get ready to do their little thing. So what I'm going to ask them to do is introduce themselves primarily when we get up there, get ready to go here. We have a little 2-minute episode here for each of you to introduce yourself and tell us a little bit about your personal history, family history if you want. and some of the things you'd like to add to, so we kind of get a better feel for your background and your Kiowa-ness or whatever the case may be. So you have 2 minutes on those areas. The third area, you have each candidate will have 3 minutes after the first 2-minute exercise. Will have 3 minutes to express why he or she feels they are qualified for the position. And the question that the facilitator will ask in leading into this, why do you believe you are the best candidate, and what will be your major focus areas for the tribe if you are elected? That's a very nebulous, general question. You have 3 minutes to respond to that, each of you. We have a timer up there at times, so don't be offended if the bell goes off, or somebody gets the hook and join you off the stage, okay? We're just trying to keep things to where we don't sit here till midnight. And I know this is, well, Jerry, hurry up then. Okay, well, I'm trying very hard to. Like that grin on your face, Dawson. When it comes to that. So, number 3 is audience participation. Once we get through with them, the 3-minute episode, you'll have a chance as an audience to ask questions of them individually or specifically or generally where they can respond to it. And we have a limit on that too as far as time is concerned in their responses. And we're looking at 30 seconds. Yeah, okay. That's something I think we get lots said in a short time instead of have all the time and say nothing, which sometimes some of us are known for, especially yours truly here. And then we have, at the end, number 5, we have a 1-minute closing statement from each of them. And then we have elbow rubbing, honey, sister, daughter, whatever Bob we say. You can visit with them if you like to ask them questions. You have a microphone up here, audience. If you can't make it, we'll bring the microphone to you. You can ask the question in the audience participation area. So, with that in mind, everybody has an understanding of the format that we're going to use. We'll start on the end down here and give her the opportunity to introduce herself to us and give her a little bit of her background, if you don't mind. So you have 2 minutes, Modena. There's a microphone right there on the table there. If you want to pass it down, Charles, to her. Say what?
The timer is here.
Good evening, Onde Batsan. I am Modena Waters. I'm also from 2 sides of the Kiowa family, my mother and my father. They are both enrolled Kiowa, and of course I am 4 Force Kiowa. Am I talking loud enough? Okay. All right.
Acoustics are great in here.
Okay. But in order not to use up all the 2 minutes, I want to say that I'm very excited and glad to be running for KBC along with some of these other candidates. I look forward to a very gratifying experience if I am elected as KBC chairman. I see some of you out there that I have visited with over the years, and I've tried to keep up with the goings-on of the Kiowa tribe. I want to say that I am very big on having a strategic plan, and I've listed some of those goals out. I like using a tool where we will list not only our goals, but our objectives and our actions required, along with a self-imposed deadline, so that as we accomplish these goals, we can report back to you, the Kiowa people. So I want the KBC to approach things in a very organized way, not Haagahey style. And that's in addition to all the other things the KBC is required to do. Besides our meetings, we do need a strategic plan. And I have visited with some of the other candidates, and I'm picking up good information that we could include on this plan. So I have 7 items that I would like to share with you tonight, sometime later. Thank you.
Well, good evening, fellow Kiowas. My name is Clarissa Monchati Ware-Shaw. I am a candidate for the secretary position for the business committee of the Kiowa Tribe of Oklahoma. My background, my family, my father was Wilson Monchati Ware. My mother was Pearl Peewo. I come from the Ware family. It's a big family. Many of you know them. My personal background is in public administration. I have my master's degree from the University of Oklahoma, public administration with federal programs, my strand. Also, my bachelor's degree is in political science with political theory as my background. I've worked many years in Indian education, in the development, management, in many areas. Besides Indian education, I've worked in social service programs as a CHR director, but it's always been Indian education has been my love. That is our future, Indian education. I would like to thank you all for coming out tonight, and we will go to the next candidate. Thank you very much.
Hello, my name is Renee Marie Zarella Blacka. I'm from the Palmer family. A lot of you may know me from Black Leggins. But I'm your candidate, or one of the candidates for treasurer of the Kiowa Tribe of Oklahoma. And my focus, or my platform, is the money. I think we all want to know where the money is, where it's been, what money we have, and where it's going to go. And everybody wants an audit. I feel like I will have a large responsibility with providing all the tribe with what has happened to the tribe in the last 6 years. We have not seen a budget for 5 years, operating on an old one, but really we don't know. We don't know what monies have been receipted into the tribe, nor what monies have gone out of the tribe. So my focus is on the money. At the same time, there are many issues that I believe in for the tribal population. Many of the candidates have submitted lots and lots of true ideas and many wants. And because there are a lot of needs, the wants have to kind of be in the background. This will not be easy. I agree with Ms. Modena in saying we need a plan. And that plan, to me, that strategic plan is short range and long range. Nothing is going to happen in, we're not getting the PECAP in 6 months, I can tell you that much. So my name is Renee. I'm the treasurer spot, and glad you're all here tonight. Thank you.
Y'all want to keep the cell phones off, okay? Turn them off so we can listen and hear what we have to say here.
Good evening, everybody. Thank you for coming tonight. My name is Steve Smith, and I'm asking to be your selection for chairman of the Kiowa Business Committee. You know, there's no one alive right now that understands the limitations of one business committee member standing on their own. So the success of this new business committee is going to depend on how good of a team is formed. You know, all the candidates here, all of the candidates, we all can cast our personal vote for 7 other positions, and it's 100% guaranteed that those that are elected, when they sit down, are not going to have all 7 of their choices sitting across from them at the table. That's just how it is, and it's going to, the chairman doesn't have a vote, the chairman can't even cast a motion. What the chairman does do is set the tone. One of the main constitutional requirements of the chairman is to run a good meeting, run a meeting that uses the time efficiently and provides all the members with opportunities to use their abilities for the betterment of the Kiowa tribe. It's an acquired skill. You don't just start running a good meeting without any experience. I've seen what works, seen what doesn't work, and I believe I can